Hey guys, welcome to our presentation. My name is Chris Smith. I'm out of Oklahoma City. And just to kind of let you guys know what we're doing tonight, we have some very professional videos that'll tell you about our products, our compensation plan, and how we get paid, the history of our company. But the reason we put this presentation together is because all these faces you see, this is our team. This is our family. We work together as a team, and we didn't only want to introduce you to the product and the company, but we want to introduce you to all of our leaders and our people working together that's going to be part of your team if you decide to get started with this. So we're going to go through a quick presentation with some slides. And I'm just very honored to introduce tonight a leader out of Wilsey, Kansas. She's an ambassador with our company. The average ambassador makes $20,000 a month. There's some high-end ones, some low-end ones, but that's the average of our 100 ambassadors. And Patty is an ambassador, and she is a $100,000 a year ring earner with our company, which means she made more than $100,000 in a 12-month period of time. She's a great leader with a team all over the country and all over the world, and just excited to have her do the front end of the presentation. So Patty, I'll turn it over to you.
Well, thank you, Chris. Thank you for that great introduction. And thank you, everybody, for being here. And if you're a guest and somebody invited you to this presentation, I want you to thank them because they were thinking a lot of you to be able to invite you here. I know a few years ago, I got invited to a to listen to this, and I was not looking. I was totally a broken person, nearly divorced. I was in bankruptcy. My health was as bad as it's ever been. My kids were all, my youngest was getting ready to graduate, and I thought I'd showed him everything, how to do everything wrong. But this gentleman, Andy Dooley, on the call, he said, I want you to, get up, dream again, take a look at this and ask yourself, what if? So I encourage you to relax, sit back, get a pen and paper, take some notes so you can get back to the person who invited you here and just kind of go through this journey with us. So first thing I'm going to do is just kind of share my screen with you so I can put this presentation up for you. Just one second here, it'll pull up. And so anyway, so basically I've got to drag this down here. Hold on a second. So anyway, so you don't have to be perfect to be able to do this. In a perfect world, okay, basically you look at family time, you have financial freedom to do the things you want, you're living a happy, healthy life, less stress, peace of mind, and that's the perfect world. But in the real world, we're overworked, we're underappreciated, we have financial worry, we're stressed, we're living unhealthy lifestyle, we're just experiencing stress daily. And we're here to show you a different way of life. And when Andy said, you've got to go meet Mark and Tracy Jarvis, the founders of our company, and here they are, who are we? The founders, Mark and Tracy Jarvis, they created Zurvita in 2008. Their mission was to change lives for the better and offer opportunities where everyone can succeed. They set out to create a company based on 3 founding principles. 1, build a company that honors and glorifies God. Guys, it's not about preaching, it's about just doing what's right. 2, to develop a company with humble leadership. And that's, what that means with us is the higher you climb, the more you serve other people. And 3, create an environment where people can win at every level. It doesn't matter if you're doing this for your health or your wealth or whatever, if you want to crawl, walk, and run, we can teach you how to do that. Every decision, every product, and every update are inspired by these 3 deeply rooted principles. And Zurvita celebrates over 10 years of changing people's lives through a unique business opportunity and wellness product offering. So when you look at the timing, you know the management now, but you want to know about the timing. This, these little red dots over the United States are where there are ambassadors. Guys, look at all the untapped territory, and so it's wide open market, and we are a 10-year established company, and that's very, very important. We're debt free. Think about this. 96% of the companies that start like us are out of business within 10 years. 4% out of 4% that are left, 3% of them are still struggling financially. We are debt free. The 1% that are left debt free are known to become the legacy companies. So we're poised to do this. We've created, just done an incredible business, over the last 10 years building, and now we're setting up new markets. And we're doing this with our Zurvita transformation system. We have Zeal for Life, and we also have our new product introduction of Z Blends Hemp CBD oil. Zeal's nutrient rich. It's full of botanicals. When you look at this, it's superfoods. Zeal basically is a powder, and it's plant-based superfoods, nothing synthetic. It's plant-based. Your body knows what to do with it. It's like having a whole vitamin store in, one little 6-ounce drink. You add water, juice, shake it, take it, and drink it. But it gives you these things that have proven backgrounds of what they do to help with stress and to help with all kinds of things naturally. And the numbers are in, guys. We actually hired a third-party company to do a clinical study that proves 2 Zeals per day make a real Zeal difference. Basically, they did a study on some healthy people, because if you give, good nutrition to unhealthy people, they're definitely going to feel a difference. But here, they did it to healthy people, and they felt 23% more vigor and activity. They felt less depression, less confusion, less anger, less fatigue, and less anxiety. And when you look at a need in the marketplace, think about it. Who do you know? I mean, we all know people that suffer from depression and some of these fatigue and anxiety. And if you want to know about the energy part of it, this is a healthy energy. You go into your little quick shop stores, gas stations, those monster drinks, those 5-hour energies, those things people are buying. It's $1 billion industry that cause heart attacks. We have a healthy alternative, and there is a need and a market for it. And now we are just, launching out our Zeal blends, hemp oil blends. And this is not marijuana based. This is CBD hemp plant based. It's like comparing a Chihuahua, to a Great Dane, the hemp oil. And so basically it delivers premium blends of nano emulsified hemp oil straight to your body where it matters the most to help combat life stressors. It helps the brain. It helps combat stress, improve attention span, improves ability to focus, regulates mind, mood change, that delays the onset of memory loss. It calms the mind, boosts brain function. It helps with internal function, maintains healthy cholesterol levels, boosts the immune system, helps alleviate that menstrual pain, and helps with the skin. It helps with the neck to reduce head and neck tension, the stomach. So many people have digestive issues. The hands, it helps maintain healthy bones and improves your skin and nails. And the legs help maintain strong bones. We have the daily blend that helps combat stress, and it's 750 milligrams. We have an energy blend, and then we also have a sleep blend that is just amazing. And the Zeal and the Z blends, they work better together. So it's a synergistic formulation between Zeal and Zeal blends to help to benefit the entire body. Our bodies require vitamins, minerals, proteins, and carbohydrates, but it's all manufacturers and requires cannabinoids to thrive and to be healthy. The Zeal, one serving of Zeal contains 120 antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. The vitamins and minerals help the growth and reproduction and the operation and maintenance of your body. And the Zeal has been proven to provide focus, energy, and health to individuals who take it twice a day. And the Z blends, our hemp oil contains CBD, which provides many positive and mental physical benefits. The cannabinoids interact with naturally occurring receptors to help regulate and maintain balance throughout the body. The Z blends may help maintain balance, improve mood, evoke a sense of calmness, combat stress, and more within the body. Now, here is my picture. I always kind of hate to show this, but before and after. This was the Zeal. As I told you, when I got started, I was at the worst place in my entire life, health-wise, feeling, tired, depressed, and, just felt horrible. And I didn't believe the Zeal would work because I was taking 35 supplements a day. And I ended up, hesitant to take the Zeal. And I took it 3 days later. I was feeling better than I had felt in 18, years. I couldn't believe how good I felt. And the next year they came out with the weight transformation. I lost 65 pounds and kept it off. And guys, let me tell you, we got these Zeal hemp blends. I didn't think I could feel any better other than the fact that I've had a major sleep disorder for many, many years. Over 30 years, I haven't slept well. I took this Zeal hemp sleep blend, and I'm telling you what, I'm getting 7 to 10 hours of sleep, feel better than ever. Who do you need when you look at a marketplace? Who do you need? You need everybody you love and care about needs to be on this. So I'm going to show you this next picture. Is kind of graphic, but it's my mom. November of 28th of 2016, my mom fell. She broke both her wrists. She landed her eye on a hammer, and she was, I mean, it was terrible. The doctor said she would be in cast for over a year. They said she wouldn't be able to open her eye for at least, they said, a couple weeks to be able to look inside of it. This picture of her is 4 days later. They were able to open her eye in a couple days, and you know, and they said she's got a torn retina. We had 3 doctors say it, and guess what? It, you know, we went to the retina specialist surgeon a few days later, and he's like, or a few weeks later, I'm sorry, and he said, he's like, I don't see the torn retina. Everything is fine. And though she was told she'd be in these casts for over, she said she'd be in them over a year. In 4 months, she got out of her cast, and the doctor was like, oh my gosh, he said, you've been, you know, in your 70s, you've had your arms up like this for over 4 months. You're just going to take about 90 days of recovery. And he said, you know, she gets out, she goes back to the nursing home, and she's rolling everybody's hair up that next week. And they said, you don't need anything. And you know what, we just say God and Zeal, but we just saw miracles with my mom. And here's one of my favorite stories ever. This is my grandma. She's 104 years old. And on January 10th, we were called in. She had a tumor in her colon that was completely blocking her colon. And, you know, surgery is very risky. He said, you got a choice. You got hospice. You're going to go to hospice, or we're going to do surgery. And we chose surgery because the hospice, you know, we just decided that's where we were going to go. And she was very, very sick. She was very, very weak. On January 14th, she was in the ICU. She could barely speak. She'd been taking the Zeal since she was 98. And she asked him if she could take the Zeal. He picked up the canister, and he went over, read it, and he wrote her for 2 Zeals a day. And guys, this is her February 21st. She's here with her great granddaughter. That's my son. You know, she is doing better. She's actually living in her own assisted living apartment. So guys, I'm telling you, everybody you love and care about. This next one here is my cousin Marsha, one of the first person I went to when the Zeal came out, because I knew they need it. So Marsha, are you there? Can you tell your story?
I'm here. This is my husband, Mark, and this is his left ankle. He suffered with giant cell tumors for 15 years and 3 surgeries, and we tried everything, absolutely everything, and nothing worked. The tumors kept coming back, a tumor on a tumor on a tumor, as you can see, and it wrapped clear around his ankle, even to the other side. And finally, the MRI showed that the sarcoma was eating holes in the leg and his bone. And that's just kind of hard to imagine, that there's something living in your body that is actually living through, eating through your bone. He was addicted to oxycodone. You can see why. He was in excruciating pain 24/7. He was put on depression meds, and that was actually doubled. And a month before amputation, my daughter-in-law, Julie, said, let's get Pops on Zeal. And I said, Julie, he's still going to have his leg amputated. And she said, I know, but maybe he'll feel better. And those were the words that really gave me some hope. Well, maybe if he'll feel better, I'll feel better. Because when somebody in your family has something like this, the whole family suffers. You know, it's just not the person affected. It's the entire family. So we got him on the Zeal. 2 weeks later, he was able to get in the tractor and feed the cattle twice in 1 week. Yes, we live on a farm. We have a cow-calf herd. We raise crops. And he also had a 40-hour-a-week job, but he could no longer do any of that. So when he was able to get in the tractor and feed the cattle twice in 1 week, he hadn't been able to do that in over a year. That's when I knew we had something. He went ahead, had his amputation, and within less than a month after amputation, he was totally off his oxycodone, totally off his depression meds. And the only thing different he had done was Zeal. That was it. Just put 100% nutrition in his body. Of course, we can't claim to treat, diagnose, or cure, but put nutrition in your body and just watch what happens. And to me, the best part that happened next was the surgeon had told him it would take 6 to 8 months of healing before he got his prosthetic leg. And you see him standing there with his prosthetic leg. It wasn't 6 to 8 months later. It was 7 weeks later. I don't have a doubt he wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the Zeal. What I also didn't tell you is 9 months before his leg amputation. He had open heart surgery with 4 blockages at 90%. And so, you know, all within 9 months, he's had that and his leg amputated. And without a doubt, we're Zeal lifers. That's my story.
Awesome. I'm going to stop the share real quick here. Got a couple testimonies, Elder, we want to have. I've got Maggie Nash. You want to give your testimony real quick for us?
Hi, Patty. Yeah, I did the Z-Blend when we got it on Thursday. I'll tell you what, I have done 3 other brands, and this is my 4th, and it was miraculous. I could not believe the change. I had been having really bad headaches. The headache let up that same afternoon. I just feel super great. I'd recommend it for anybody. Everybody needs to have the Z-Blend to feel better.
Awesome. Thank you for that testimony. We love and hearing the testimony. So next we're going to have Rebecca Drone out of Michigan. Rebecca.
Hi. Yeah, I got started with the Zeal a little over 5 years ago, I guess it is. And the main reason I got started was because I was tired all the time, and I noticed a difference right away. I was always looking also for something to help with my sinuses. I had sinus surgery over 20 years ago, and always looking for something. It took about 3 months to notice that it really did make a difference. But in the meantime, I was having other things. I had a spot on my neck. With the work that I do, doing electrolysis, I had my neck down a lot and just had a horrible pain. And it went away the very first time I drank it. Now, my husband here, it took him a good month before he noticed any extra focus, and he has aches and pains that he suffers with periodically. It's really made a huge difference with him as well. And then I got started with the blends when I got them almost 2 weeks ago. And I tell you what, I just feel wonderful. I love the daily one the most. And I love the sleep, the energy. I don't need to take it as often because I seem to get what I need from the daily. I just feel like a teenager again. I really do. It's amazing.
Awesome. 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 So, okay, we're going to go back, and we just love the testimonies, and we could sit here. Every single person on here could give you a testimony, but we're going to go back and move on here for you. So let me get back to my screen here. Okay. So how do you become a Zeal? How do you get this stuff? You become first a preferred customer if you like. You can get a canister for $44.95. That's a 30-day supply. Or you can get a canister plus 12 little soldier bottles for $59.95. Or our transformation system. This is our system for weight loss, pre-workout, post-workout, whether you want to lose weight, maintain, or whatever. It's for everybody. And it basically has 2 canisters of the Zeal, so you can take 2 scoops a day. It has a burn to boost your metabolism. You take 2 capsules in the morning. It has a cleanse to clean out those toxins and give you probiotics and prebiotics. And it also has a chocolate or vanilla protein, 23 grams a serving, shaker cup, a measuring tape, and a pill box. And the measuring tape's really important too, because basically my first month, I always tell people I didn't lose any weight, but I lost 13 inches. So I always tell people to be sure and measure when they get started. So the first month it's $179.95 plus tax and shipping. And then each month after that, it's $169.95 because you don't need the shaker cups every month or the measuring tape or the pill box. And if you want to become a Zeal Blends customer, basically you can become a preferred customer. You can purchase all 3 for 3 blends and save for $199.95. You can get the Sleep Blend for $64.95. You can get the Daily for $99.95 or the Energy for $64.95. And you know how I said those little soldier bottles, what's better than getting your Zeal or your Zeal Blends hemp for free? And here's how it works. You enroll at least 3 preferred customers with a loyalty pack, and you receive your product for free. It's up to $64.95 a discount on the Rita and Zeal Blend products, So anyway, we love being able to get it for free. And, basically, guys, fortunately, we found an opportunity. Zurvita has helped me earn extra extra income. It has changed our lives. It's helped our family through some stressful times and has helped us to dream bigger. Chris told our story at the beginning. I couldn't have imagined what was going to happen for us, but we're going to let Chris Smith come and tell the second part of this. Chris is a 2-star ambassador. That means he has 2 ambassadors underneath him. And, he's $100,000 ring earner. He's, earned over $800,000 over the last 6 years. He is the epitome of building a home-based business and what it means. Him and his wife, Sarah, they homeschool their kids. They have 3 boys. They help volunteer at the church. And, they just are living the life that most people dream of. So I'm going to turn it over to my good friend, Chris Smith from Oklahoma City.
Hey, well, thank you, Patty. You did a phenomenal job on the front end, guys. And I'm just excited to share the opportunity part of this. You may go, well, why is there an opportunity part? I'll tell you, our company allows us to be their advertising budget. See, they don't pay the big television networks or the big radio stations or the big magazines. What they do is they allow us to tell others about these wonderful products at these wonderful prices and really help people with the product. So we really do 2 things. Thing number 1 is we go get customers. We tell them about Zeal, and hey, you know what? We aren't trying to convert everyone we know. We're teaching people to get a handful of customers. So a handful of customers is where everyone starts. So some will say yes, some will say no. We're just concentrating on helping the ones that are needing help. And with the wonderful products that we have at the wonderful price, which Patty did such a good job telling about, it's really easy. We really enjoy it. So the first step is to enroll some customers. And you're going to make anywhere from $10 to $33 each and every month from those customers. So you get to help them with a great product at a great price, and you get to make money at the same time. And our first goal is to help you get 3 preferred customers, is what we call them. And what will happen then is your product will become deeply discounted, up to $60 off a month. So you're getting your product at free or almost free, depending on what product you have. It's a phenomenal product or phenomenal opportunity. By just helping 3 people, you can get some product for free or deeply discounted. So after you go get those customers, step 2, the second thing we do is we build a business. The company gives us the opportunity to build a business within the business. So we have the opportunity to share the income opportunity with people. And guys, some of us are making 6-figure incomes. We're making phenomenal incomes, but our incomes are in direct proportion to who we've helped and how many people we've helped earn money. So the more we make, the more people on our team that we've helped make money. And that's what we get to do. We get to help people make money. So, that may be $200-$300 a month for some people. There was a stat a long time ago that come out, I was talking about bankruptcy, and it said $300 a month would prevent most people from filing bankruptcy. $300 a month will change most people's zip codes. If you're paying, $1,200 a month for rent now, you add $300 to it. I mean, that's a new school district for your kids. It's an extra bedroom in the house. So a couple $100 a month can make a big difference. So whether you're looking for a couple $100 extra a month, or whether you're looking for more, or whether you want to grow into that, that's what we do here. So every time you enroll a consultant, that's someone that's building the business like you, we get paid based on their product purchases. And we can make anywhere from $14 up to $103 for every consultant that gets started. Here's some examples of some of the bonuses we make depending on what packs they pick, which we'll talk about in a minute. But it's a great way to build a business, and it's ultimately the way to get more customers, because what are we going to teach them to do? Go get a handful of customers, get their product for free. And then if they want to build the business, we duplicate that process over and over. Next slide. And this leads to our first 30 days. We want to accomplish 2 things in our first 30 days. One is to go out and get your 3 preferred customers, and depending on what packs or product they pick will determine how much you make. But in this example, it's $39. And then we're going to pick some consultants. Same thing there, depending on the product option they select will determine, but in this example, it's $240. That example would also trigger your first team bonus, is what we called it. So it'd be $100. And then you would also get a fast start bonus. So this is by helping 3 customers and 3 consultants get started in the business, you can make around $500 or more your first 30 days. So it's a phenomenal way to fast start in your business. Next slide. And that kind of leads into our weekly bonuses. That first team bonus that you earn, you can make those over and over and over again as your team and your company and your volume grows. We can actually make up to 50 of these team bonuses per week in our business, which can be up to $5,000 a week. And I'll kind of talk about the philosophy of our compensation plan in a minute, but just know that's a very powerful part of our compensation. Next slide. And in this next slide, it talks about the weekly bonuses versus the residual. And there's a little chart here on the left there that kind of tells you about that, or it could be your right, I guess, but nevertheless. But the best way I know to explain it is my own example in the business. Now, when we started marketing Zeal, my wife and I, or started with our company, Zurvita, my wife, I was delivering pizzas. My wife was a full-time stay-at-home mom. We were financially destitute. Everything was broken in our life, and we were looking and searching for a couple $100 extra a month. And when we got started in 2008 with our company, my wife and I hit the ground running. We were serious about changing our life, moving forward. And in the first 5 weeks, we were able to make $3,755. Now, $3,700 of that was these weekly bonuses that we're talking about. So we got off to a great start, earned some weekly bonuses. $55 was our first month's residual income. We've had a residual income of over $10,000 with our company, but it takes years to build that, or it took us years to build that. Some build it faster. It took us years to build that. But that's the philosophy of our compensation plan. Pay us weekly bonuses as we build our residual income. This next little chart there is just talking about the overrides. We get paid on our entire organization. It's like the guy that started McDonald's, or the guy that started, Walmart, the family now that started Walmart. They get a little sliver of the profit from each and every store out there. So what we're in the process of doing is building a distribution network, stores all over the country, if you will. They're not physical stores, but they're people, independent consultants building their business. And to us, they're like little distribution hubs all over the world that we've built: Mexico, Australia, Canada, and then all over the United States. And we can get paid on that entire organization up to 5%. It's phenomenal. Next slide. And then this talks about our advancement bonuses. So this is advancing in rank. So just like at work, you start out as an employee, then you're assistant manager or shift manager, and then assistant manager, and then maybe you're a store manager, and heck, maybe you get promoted to district. Well, with every promotion, you get a raise. So just like that, we get raises as we move along. We get paid through more of our organization, as well as we get these awesome extra bonuses we call rank advancement bonuses. And for the first one, it's the first step is a senior, and then once you help 2 people in your team become senior, you become what we call premier consultant. And at that level, you earn a $3,000 bonus paid out over 12 months. You'll get $250 a month. For the next one, you help 2 people become premier, you become a regional, you get a $6,000 bonus, or $500 a month, and you can earn these consecutively on top of each other. You can qualify for up to 12 months every time you hit a new pin, and you can get paid those bonuses at the same time. It can turn into a phenomenal income for yourself. Next slide. And this is where we do testimony. So I have a few people here that are leaders in our business. They're regional consultants, kind of like that chart showed before. And they just have some great stories of their start and how they're doing with the business. And I'd like to go first up to a little town called Lincolnville, Kansas. And one of our leaders named Julie Pagenhoff. If you would share your story with us, Julie.
Yes, I would. Thank you, Chris. I got started with the business back in 2015. Up until then, I kind of did what everybody told me to do: go to college, work hard, get your degree, and get a job, and you'll be set for the rest of your life. But yeah, I found myself at a place where I wasn't making near enough money. I was trading time for it, and I was spending a lot more time with everybody else's kids than I was my own kids. And being a teacher, as much as I love those kids, my heart was really at home, being with my children and being a mother. So upon getting introduced to this business, I saw a way that I could, contribute to my family's finances and still be able to be a parent. So I fell in love with the company and the principles, everything that they represented, and the atmosphere. I knew that I was going to work with great people, and so I went to work. And as of 2016, I've been able to homeschool my kids. In 2017, we qualified for an all-expense paid trip to Disney World. My daughter got to meet her favorite Disney characters, and the smile that she had on her face was the best part. And we had this rickety old fridge for a lot of years, and it would just leak moisture, and it did what it was supposed to do. It kept our food cold, but we had to constantly put towels underneath the fridge to soak up the moisture, and it was a kind of an inconvenience, but the money just wasn't there to buy a new fridge. Our best month in business was almost $2,000, and not only did we buy a brand new refrigerator, but we got a brand new dishwasher as well. So the Zurvita, Zeal, Z-Blend, it's all been a godsend to us, and we just want nothing more than to give it, pay it forward and show other people that they can have their dreams too.
Awesome. Well, great job, Julie. Hey, I know what that was all about. She wanted to be home with her kids. She fought hard so she could be homeschooling family now. But if she was going to be at home all the time, she wanted a good refrigerator and a good dishwasher, and she worked hard to make sure to get that as well. And then the trip, I know your mother-in-law, Marcia, got to go on that trip with you as well because she earned it. You guys worked hard to have a life-changing family vacation, and that is awesome. Next, I want to go to our leader, Miss Charlotte Six out of Alabama, to share her story. And I know she has a new consultant with her tonight, but Charlotte, if you'll share your story, that'd be awesome.
Hey, Chris, thanks. Yes, my new consultant is Daryl. Once you try Zeal, you're always back to Zeal. But it's always an honor to be able to share our journey. I've been in the network marketing industry since 2004. Like most of you, a friend of mine, Rick, he and his business partner, Shannon Edwards, gave me a call, introduced me to what network marketing was all about, got the bug. They showed me how to make $1,000 a week. And I've actually been, this is my third company. The previous company, I worked really hard, got to like the leadership council, which is kind of like the ambassador rank status here, made almost $2,600 a week in residual, $1,800, $2,000, $25. But when ownership starts making changes and it's not for the better of the consultant, it's always the better for the company itself. When I came to Zurvita, I was brokenhearted. I did not trust anyone. I wanted to be proven over and over, but of course, when you do a three-way call, Andy Dooley says, what if? I started thinking. My partner in crime, Becky Wallace, of course, we're on the phone together, and I'm like, okay, this is our opportunity. We want to give this a shot again. So I and Becky, along with a few other ones, came from that company. And, Zurvita has just proven to us over and over and over. When they talk about the 3 core principles, they live those 3 core principles. Totally 100%. Every change this company has made, it's always been for the better of the consultant. Our first 19 days, we made $1,650. But now, oh my gosh, it's so much better. It always gets better. When we ranked up to regional, we made what, $1,500? Now you can make $6,000. So Becky and I went to our first conference. We looked over at Patty, tears in our eyes, and said, we have found a home. So we know whatever we build here, we're building on solid ground. Found a home, here to stay. Thanks for letting me share.
Well, Charlotte, phenomenal job telling your story. Hey, and guys, we just want you to know, in our industry, we love our industry. We love our industry, what it stands for, the companies. But, just like restaurants, I love restaurants too. I love good food, but sometimes they don't stay in business very long, right? They're here, they're gone. Whether they have good food or bad food, sometimes they just don't make it through. And in our industry, it's no different. Sometimes companies come and go. There's good, there's bad. And we're just glad that you found a home here with an 11-year zero debt-free company, and they've proven to someone skeptical like you over and over that this is the right place. So we're happy that you're here. And then that leads me next to our next leader out of Nebraska, Wilsey, Nebraska, Winsell, Nebraska. I think I messed that up, but nevertheless, a regional consultant, a leader, has a phenomenal amount of customers in our organization with a growing business, and we want to hear your story, Cindy.
Okay, Chris. Well, my husband Farron and I live in Wisner, Nebraska, and I've been self-employed as a photographer since I was 19 years old. I had a very successful business, and in fact, we were able to build our dream home on top of a dream studio. You know, we never really had to worry about money, but the one thing I didn't have was the time freedom. And then with the advancement of digital technology, suddenly photography was not the lucrative profession that it used to be. And so I had to replace my income. I discovered network marketing and I absolutely fell in love with it. I was able to still work from home. But the first company I was with, you know, the dream just didn't quite go as planned. And so we started looking for a new company, and we looked for months, and they were just all the same. There was just nothing different about it. And I almost walked away from the whole industry. I just really didn't think I was going to find anything different. But something told me I needed to go down to Texas and meet Mark and Tracy Jarvis. I mean, there had to be something different about someone who walks away from $1 million residual income to start a brand new company. What I like about it is it's a Christian company. They always have our backs. With Zeal and Z Blends, they're great products that have just absolutely changed our lives. We made $4,100 in our first 6 weeks, and I know I can count on Zervita to be here for a long, long time. I know I'm going to build a substantial six-figure income here, and I'm soon going to be able to retire my husband.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Cindy, very, very much for sharing your story. Great story. A professional photographer. I don't know if y'all have been to a wedding lately, but it seems to be full of professional photographers now. There's cell phones out everywhere, so I can't imagine being in that industry and watching it change over the last decade or so and having to kind of find a new career. But I'm glad you found us and it's working out well. Guys, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to fly through getting started. You know, well, how do I become a consultant? Well, it's easy. 3 simple steps to become a consultant. Step 1 is you're going to pick an enrollment package. Now that means you can have the Meld 2 package, which has printed materials in it. These are one-time fees. You pay it out of the gate day one, and you get those printed materials for $40. Or you can do an online enrollment where you print your own materials and it's $10. So you're started in our business for $10 or $40, your choice. Step 2 is you're going to place your first order of product. You need product. You need to experience a product, feel better. Your testimony, your story, and how it makes you feel is what's going to help you build the business. So you got to, in my opinion, have the product before you get your friends and family to try the product, right? So you got to try it yourself. And then you can also get samples through that process, which are very, very important to our business. A lot of times people want to try both products before they get started. They want to see what the Zeal tastes like, how it makes them feel. And we know it's going to make them feel great. So we're happy to hand them a sample bottle of it so they can try it with the Z Hemp blends. You know, you want some of that to carry around, drop under somebody's tongue, have them feel it, taste it, know what it's going to be like before they make that order. So it's a great option to have product. And then it's always good to have product to retail in case someone wants to just buy cash from you. So there's many good reasons to have products. So we're going to place that first order, and then you're going to select your monthly auto ship, which includes your websites. These are the back office, the Z Center, all the things that keep track of all your business. In our business, you do no paperwork. It's all done for you. When customers come in, they go to your website, all the calculations are done, the billing's done. You don't have to collect money. You don't have to do anything. It's a business in a box, and that monthly auto ship deals with that. So let's fly through them real quick. If you have questions about these, you can get more details from the person that sent you, because I am going to fly through them to respect your time here. But option 1 is for Zeal. These are what we call starter packs. These are packs that you can purchase to get product. These are all optional, but they're great values. They're going to give you a very deep discount that you won't normally have access to. We have a wholesale price, and then we have a price lower than that, which are these starter packs. So they're great values. They're a great way to get your business started, get some product in there to retail and stuff, like I said. Here's the 3 biggest packs that we have for the Zeal. We have a $349, and we have 2 500s. And then we also have what we call a I forget what's called now, but a smaller pack, which is 140 express pack, and it's a great option as well. And then you can select whether you want some Z Blends hemp on the next slide here. And these are optional. Again, you can get ZEAL and Z Blend starter packs and have both, or you can get just ZEAL, or you can get just Z Blends. But these are pack options. Again, same thing, deep discount. Cheapest you can get the product, lower than wholesale, only available to you when you get started. We have an express pack for $250, a quick start for $5, and then a builder's pack for $819. All great discounts, great ways to get product in the door and at a great discount. And then the third step, which we talked about earlier, is your monthly auto ship. Now, again, these include what we call our website fees. The website fee is normally $35. So you can just have that and not get a monthly order. You can just pay for the website straight up, $35 a month. But included in these pack options are those websites. So you can almost subtract $35 off the cost of these. And you've seen how much we market the ZEAL for, $44 a canister. So to get 2 of them for $80, and then you take the 35 off, it's a tremendous value. They come up to like $22 a canister. It's a great way to get ZEAL in your door every month, and you can personally take it and take advantage of this deep discount. You can get samples as an auto ship instead, or you can get the full transformation system, which I know Patty shared her story. We've had a phenomenal story, my wife and I both, with it. It has done wonders for us. So you can pick either of those 3, or you can pick one of our Z Blends wellness packs, which will be available tomorrow. By the way, we are in pre-launch until tomorrow of this company, so you're going to be watching this after tomorrow. So these will be available to you. We are on the ground floor of this CBD stuff. You guys are looking at this at the right time. But you can pick the 3-pack for $169, includes the websites just like the other packs, or you can just do a single bottle of the Energy, the Sleep, or the Daily. Again, website included, so great value, great price on the products, guys. So with that being said, I just want, income disclosure statement. We can send this to you. Long story short, it shows you we make money. It shows you who makes money. Ambassador, like I said earlier, average income $20,000. And even over here on the left, these are people that just got started. A lot of them just got started to maybe get their product free, to get it at wholesale. Not all of them seriously took the business and went out and built it. But for the ones that did, even at that lower level, you'll see the average yearly income is $136. So they're making money, even the ones that aren't serious about building a business. So I think this document shows that, and it's phenomenal. Like I said, that first place to get to, that first real goal, is what we call a premier consultant. Monthly average income for a premier consultant is $488 a month. Like we shared earlier, that can change your zip code, change your school district for the children. It can be a new car. It can be a lot of different things. Even if you're not super serious, that's a good place to aim for and go after. So with that being said, guys, whether you're interested in just changing your health with our wonderful products that have a proven track record and clinical studies to back them up, that they're going to make you feel better. We love customers. Customers drive our business. And if that's where you find yourself, or maybe you just want to try the product, no problem. We love customers. But if you're a big thinker and you can go, man, I'd love to get a discount on the product. I'd love to maybe earn a commission if I share it with a few people. The opportunity sounds wonderful. That's awesome too. We're ready to lock arms with you, help you accomplish what you want to accomplish in the business. We're ready to go step for step with you, help you out. And of course, that involves both. You can't be excited about the opportunity and delivering this product to people without being excited about the product too. So no matter where you find yourself on there, just get back with the person that invited you. Let them know where you find yourself. We appreciate you taking a look at this, and wish you a wonderful day. We'll unmute the line so we can all say bye to each other. But guys, this is our team. Come be a part of it. You probably see the face of the person that invited you here. Wave at them. We're happy you're here. Y'all have a wonderful day, guys.
Bye, Becky.
Bye, y'all.
Great job.
Bye.